Let's get stuck into it. We're back. It's Red Cup betting divisional week. Already 2 games played, so we're going to bet on the next 2 games tomorrow morning. DS, how are we, mate? Good to have you.
Yeah, I'm good, mate. I'm good. We've had a fun day and had the NFL on down the globe and a big UFC too, mate. So it's been a good day. So a few of the Rangers boys were down there, which was nice. So flying off to good to see them.
Yeah, that was good.
How are you going, mate?
Yeah, not too bad. So, yeah, let's get stuck into it. Let's get on the wheel spin.
Disclose that you're a bit. You're going to disclose you're a bit hung to the audience.
I'm a bit
10 a.m. last night.
Bit seedy, so bear with me while we get through the show. Then I'm going back to bed after this.
He was just smashing Hungry Jacks just before he came on, just to balance himself out.
Red Rooster, a little bit cleaner. It's Red Rooster.
Sorry, the dirty bird.
Dirty bird. Let's get this.
Unleash the wheel spin. Presented by the Great Sporting Globe.
There we go. Lockie Kemp, another $25 voucher coming his way. Yeah, I'm just saying, if the Bills make it into the Super Bowl, he has to come down now. Ooh, I ran it twice. He has to come now. It's fantastic. No, I just
he's got about $125.
Yeah, minimum. Yeah, he's made his money on these vouchers. He's made his money. He's absolutely made his money. So good for you, Kempy. Too bad it's going to be the only win you get for the week because the Ravens will beat the Bills tomorrow. I'm just saying it now. I'm getting in early. Don't message me. I won't be watching the game until after the game. So let's get stuck into it. DS, give me with your bets from last week. How did you go, mate?
Last week, mate, had a good week. Obviously, we've just limited the bets to 3 bets per week now because we've got less games to bet on and we don't want to swing too hard. So I had the 3 bets, Enders +3 over the Buccaneers, and they covered and beat the Bucs to progress as they've done today. And then the Vikings at Rams, the Rams +3. Again, the Rams put up a really strong game against the Vikings and won that game, so that bet covered. And then I had the under on the Eagles and Packers, and it did give me 45.5. So 3 from 3, which is really good. So, yeah, enjoyed that playoff form. I'm looking forward to carrying that forward into this week, mate. Talk us through your...
Good week, mate. Good week for you. I had the complete opposite to you. I went 0 for 3. I chased some real outsiders this week. I went Broncos to beat the Bills, and when they scored that first touchdown, I seriously thought it was a chance. I thought Bo Nix was going to be the guy. Bills smashed him in the end, so that didn't get up. Packers head-to-head against the Eagles. Jalen Hurts barely won. He's a terrible quarterback. Jordan Love was thrown to tomato cans out there with no receivers healthy, so it doesn't help. Packers to win, they lost, so I'll lose that one as well. And Commanders at Bucks. I had the Bucks to win this as well, and I was feeling good until they kick a field goal at the end of the game, and I lose. It was very unlucky. Just got to make a tackle on third down there. Is what it is. On to the next week, 0 for 3. I don't want to do the percentage on my percentage, but I'm still above 50%, so we're looking good. Looking good, DS.
Well, mate, you're at 50%, you'd be fine because my percentage went up 2%, so maybe you went down 2%. So you might say you're at 56 and I'm 52, but it affects you. You're still miles ahead.
56.
Miles ahead.
Miles ahead.
Don't hang your head. Nothing wrong with that. Swinging. Anything can happen in the playoffs. And like even tomorrow, we've only got 2 games to bet on. It's going to get harder and harder to find wins coming later in the season here. So I'll open up and talk about a few games. Like I would love to have all 4 games to bet on, but because we're doing the Sunday, we can only bet on the Sunday games in America and the Monday morning games here in Australia. So we've got the 2 games tomorrow. We've got the Rams and Eagles and the Ravens and Bills, which Brock knows all too well because he's very nervous about his Ravens and Bills, and I reckon it's going to be a cracking game. But we'll start with the Rams and Eagles. So the Rams are traveling to Philly to play the Eagles, and I've got the Eagles -6 against the Rams. Doesn't sound like you've got a lot of faith in the Eagles, and I know that. I think just because of George, you don't like the Eagles. I'm not sure if there's anything else about it, but their defense I think is playing really well, and I think that they'll get to start and that'll affect him on the road. And they've got a shortened week as well because they played the Monday game in Arizona. Very emotional week for them too, with all the fires in California. A lot of them upset because of that, and I think that helped them on Monday with a bit of an edge. But I reckon a lot of that will start to catch up with them now, and there might be a bit where the Eagles will be ripe to go, and I think that they'll win by a touchdown or more. That's my prediction. Then Ravens at Bills. Brocky will hate this, but I've got the Bills plus 1.5. They're a home dog, and they've been a great team this year. Josh Allen, like Lamar, is looking like the potential MVP of the league. But you give me an underdog at home in the playoffs with a market that's as starved as the Bills market, and a team as well as they've been run for the last 4 years. And I've seen a lot of them in the AFC East, being a Pats man. I think they're ready to go. I totally get that it go either way. They're going to need to stop Henry. He ran right over them last time they played, but I think they'll have a game plan for that. And I think Josh will out-duel Lamar in my mind, and I think he's got more complementary weapons. Time will tell. I'm sure you disagree, BJ. And then I've got the over. You've got two offenses here. I think they were the second and third most prolific offenses in the league this year. In terms of points per. So I know that it gets cold there in Buffalo, and I know that it can get a bit stormy, but I think they're predicting like 20 Fahrenheit, but clear. So it'll be cold, the hits will be hard, but I think they'll score, and I think both teams will score and hopefully run that score up. It's a pretty high margin for a playoff game, but that's me, 51.5, so I need them to score 50 points or more. That's me, BJ. Tell me your thoughts.
I like them. I like the over points. I like the bet on the overs. Massive chance of it happening. The Bills average a field goal a drive, so they're going to score points. The Ravens are going to have to score points to beat the Bills this week. So I like that one. The Philly game is going to be very cold, so I think that's just going to be just a slogfest of the run game. So I do think, as much as I'm going to bet against the Eagles here, so that's going to be my first bet. I'm going to take the Rams head-to-head against the Eagles. I just think you can't write off McVay against Shanahan. Not Shanahan, Sirianni. You just can't write that off. It's a big factor in these cold weather games. It comes down to coaching. It comes down to X's and O's more than Jimmy's and Joe's at that sort of situation. So I do think the coaching will be a massive aspect. Shortened week, cold. They've got everything to play for. They're playing with house money at the moment, realistically. If they can beat the Eagles, who knows what happens next week. They could beat the Commanders next week and be in the Super Bowl again. Who knows? It's possibility. So I do like that one head-to-head. My next two are going to be simple. Anytime touchdowns.
So hold on, but BJ, you reckon it's going to be cold in the running game? Wouldn't you say that Philly's going to have the better runner there in Saquon? Who's running for Rams?
They'll do a lot of jet sweep stuff with Cooper Kupp and Puka Nacua.
Yeah.
I can't remember the actual running back name for the Rams at the moment. But yeah, it'll be it's a real big coaching game, that game. That's how it's going to come down to. My next two are anytime touchdown scorers.
The big game. Bills.
Anytime touchdown scorers. So I'm going to take Derrick Henry for one anytime touchdown score. And I'm going to take Lamar, the MVP, MV3, Jackson for an anytime touchdown score as well. So it has to be a rushing touchdown from Lamar Jackson. But I do think it's a high possibility. It's paying $3 for him to have a rushing touchdown. So I'm going to jump on that. I'm going to jump on Derrick Henry at $1.52. He's going to have a massive game, over 150 yards. I guarantee that too. So I'm excited for that game. Like I said on the live show.
Are you going to take the over, BJ? Are you going to take the over yards?
Yeah, why not? I'll throw the over yards in there. Let me find out what his overs are. Derrick Henry.
Because if you think he's going to go over 150, I'm sure you get good money for that. That's a lot of yards in a playoff game. I think it's about 100, the normal benchmark, what they're expecting to get.
Yeah, he's at 96.5, so I'll take the overs as part of my multi as well. So Derrick Henry anytime and the overs of 96.5. So big game. Like I said on the Friday
he
show,
likes to swing for the fence. This guy, you got to respect.
Don't message me. Don't
He
send
puts
me
him out there.
anything. I'm watching the game when I get home from work tomorrow. That's what I'm sticking to. I might not even take my phone.
How can you not be calling in sick tomorrow, BJ? This is
can't do it. I can't do it. I'll call in sick for the Super Bowl, but I can't do it.
Just say, guys, I'll work Saturday. I don't care. Like, I need to watch this game.
I did actually work on this.
This is me.
Nah, is what it is.
I feel like you got to negotiate your position there, man. You don't need to fake a sickie. Just tell them what's going on.
Well, I've got the AFC Championship game if they win anyway next week. So, like, I've got. I
Okay,
can't
so
do it every
you're
week.
banking.
I can't do 3 weeks.
You're banking the Okay, we'll see how you go. All right, good.
And I've got the Pro Bowl.
And Isaiah Likely, you wide receivers is out. Is he, BJ? One target for Baltimore.
Who's
out? The receiver out.
Zay Flowers. Zay Flowers is doubtful.
Is it
to play now? Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, Zay Flowers is being questioned as doubtful. I would love for him to play. He's a massive primetime player. So I do think that will hinder us a little bit not having Zay Flowers out there. But we've seen it all year. Rashad Bateman stepping up. Likely is stepping up. Andrews is still Andrews, and he's still a really good tight end / wide receiver. Derrick Henry is different, and Lamar Jackson, that combination, it could be easily the best 1-2 combination in NFL history in the backfield.
Yeah, that's not that sounds like a big call, but I don't think it is that big when you look at the two of them. Yeah,
and you look at their numbers separately, then you look at their numbers combined. It's chalk and cheese. They're fantastic together. They were already really good, but now that they're together, they're fantastic.
And Justin Tucker to kick a field goal anywhere on the field within 60 yards. Pinpoint.
You think you will? You'll kick a field goal tomorrow to win the game?
Oh, of course he will. If the game's on the line, who else would you rather kick the ball?
No one else I would rather. He's had a shaky year, but there's still no one else I would rather have a kick it.
He's got ice in his veins. One of the great ever kick the ball. So, yeah, you got a good team there. But, yeah, I think the Bills are due, mate. And I think Josh is going to go nuts. But I'm hoping for a cracking game. This is the game that I've been looking forward to watching the most out of all the divisional games. I wasn't that interested in the Chiefs and Texans. Chiefs by them anyway. Really surprised with the Lions today, losing to the Commanders. Commanders, Daniel's played really well today. Everyone's loving his game. But Lions shut the bed, with that opportunity, number 1 seed at home, and you get outscored by the Commanders on the road.
I don't think they will ever have such a good opportunity. Home field advantage the whole way through playoffs. If Ben Johnson leaves, they're going to struggle next year. Dan Campbell can't hold that ship together. He needs his coaches.
Don't knock on Dan. Dan hired Dan in the line, mate. Dan put that team together. He might be able to find someone else too. But
it's tough to find the next one. It's always tough to find the next coach.
Yeah, no, it is. It is hard. Yeah, it is hard. So, either way, condolences to Lions fans, mate. That would be bloody disappointing, and that a lot of promise. I know it had a few injuries too, so I get that you could lean back on that, but I think everyone's
sort of caught up to him. All the injuries really caught up to
him. Never mind, but no, tomorrow, BJ. Look, best of luck to you. It's a big deal. If you're going to win, just win by 1 point. And then I'll win my bet if you don't mind.
Then your bet wins.
Yeah, I'm cool with you winning just by 1 point though.
Just 1 point. Well, when we did the show on Friday, they had a half a point. The line was half a point either way.
Yeah, it's stretched. Yeah. Yeah, no, I love it. Home dogs, mate. So good luck to it, mate. You can just finish eating your dirty bird there, mate, in the trash.
Sponsors Red Rooster.
In the trash that is the got the rooster. Get some rest. Get some rest. Don't message Brock tomorrow. But good luck watching that game, and I hope you have some good memories tomorrow, mate.
I hope it's a good day. Thank you all.
All right.
Have a good show. Happy football.